Okay, now let's begin with the third video about this unit 7 or lesson 7. The video begins with a conversation model between a man and a woman. Listen to this conversation and try to understand what they're doing.
Read and listen to a conversation about local customs.
Do you mind if I ask you about something?
Of course not. What's up?
I'm not sure about the customs here. If someone invites you for dinner, should you bring the host a gift?
Yes, it's a good idea. But the gift that you bring should be inexpensive.
Would it be appropriate to bring flowers?
Definitely.
Thanks. That's really helpful.
Listen again.
Read and listen to a conversation about local customs.
Do you mind if I ask you about something?
Of course not. What's up?
I'm not sure about the customs here. If someone invites you for dinner, should you bring the host a gift?
Yes, it's a good idea. But the gift that you bring should be inexpensive.
Would it be appropriate to bring flowers?
Definitely.
Thanks. That's really helpful.
Okay, now you practice the conversation. Do you mind if I ask you about something? Of course not. What's up? I'm not sure about the custom here. If someone invites you for dinner, should you bring the host a gift? Yes, it's a good idea, but the gift that you bring should be inexpensive. Would it be appropriate to bring flowers? Definitely. Thanks. That's really helpful. Okay, practice the conversation of this. I hope that you understand what they're talking about. Now pay attention to this grammar that is a complement about the adjective clauses that we studied in video 2. Pay attention. In some adjective clauses, the relative pronoun is the subject of the clause. In other adjective clauses, the relative pronoun is the object of the clause. Okay? Subject and object. Remember that subject and object are different words. The subject is the doer of the action. The object is the receiver of the action. Okay? That's the way to understand. El sujeto es el hacedor de la acción, normalmente va antes del verbo, y el objeto es quien recibe la acción, o el beneficiario de la acción, y va después de un verbo. So pay special attention to this sentence. Who as subject? The people are the guests. The people who are the guests should bring gifts. So who is the subject? Okay. Who as the object? The people who you invite should bring gifts. Okay. In the first sentence, who represents the doers of the actions. Okay. Represent the people in the sentence, represent the people. And in the second, who represents the people you invite. So after invite, the object, okay? When a relative pronoun is an algebra clause, use who, that, or whom for people and that for things. The relative pronoun is often omitted, especially in speaking, okay? The people who or that or who you invite should bring gifts when it's the object. The people you invite should bring gifts, okay? He's omitted. Another example. The gifts that you bring should be inexpensive, okay? That's the object. In the second sentence, the gift you bring should be inexpensive. In the second sentence, we are omitting the relative word. We are omitting who or that or whom. Okay? Be careful. When the relative pronoun is the subject of the clause, it cannot be omitted. Okay? If the relative pronoun is representing the subject, you cannot omit this relative pronoun. For example, here, the people are the guests should bring gifts. No, you need who. Okay? The people who are the guests should bring gifts. Okay, that's the correct. Why? Because who is representing the people, that is the subject of the sentence. Do not use an object after object pronoun after the verb. For example, the people who you invite them, okay, should bring gifts. We cannot use them. Why? Because these people is representing by who, okay? And it's a double representation. It's impossible to do that. Is that correct to do that in a sentence? So this exercise is very easy. It's to detect the error and correct them. For example, here in the first one, the error or the wrong word is who, and we replace it by that. On the Day of the Dead, Mexicans remember families who they have died. Okay? The mistake here is they. They is not necessary. Okay? Who is replacing Mexicans, and that's it. The tomatoes that people throw them, okay, this them is a mistake. So eliminate them. Okay? And number 4, the performer sang that traditional holiday song is a world famous. The performer, see, sang that traditional holiday song. Okay, the mistake here is that we omitted the relative pronoun, that is who, because it's talking about performer. So the correct is the performer who sang that traditional holiday song is world famous. Okay, who in here, okay, in this place. And number 5, the fireworks people set them off during the summer festival in Japan are very beautiful. Okay, the fireworks. As this sent is not necessary, okay? Eliminate them. And the correct is the fireworks people set off during the summer festival in Japan are very beautiful, okay? Then it's not necessary. Okay. Here we have another exercises. Other exercises, for example, the traditional Chinese dress she's wearing is called the cheongsam, okay? Eliminate the words that are not necessary, okay? The man you met yesterday, okay? Eliminate the man, okay? You saw the young people in the parade. The young people you saw in the parade, eliminate the young people, okay? The people who visit other countries, okay, eliminate people, okay? And Sunday is a holiday that people celebrate, eliminate holiday in Australia, okay? That people celebrate in Australia to remember the soldiers who died in wars. Okay. Pay attention to this teacher about the explanation of thought groups. It's very interesting. Pay attention.
Thought groups. Thought groups make a long sentence easier to say and easier to understand. Listen. One special holiday people celebrate in the US is Thanksgiving. Listen again. One special holiday people celebrate in the US is Thanksgiving. The words in each thought group are linked together without stopping. Listen. One special holiday people celebrate in the US is Thanksgiving. At the end of each thought group, there's usually a slight fall or rise in intonation, and sometimes a slight pause. Listen. One special holiday people celebrate in the US is Thanksgiving. There is no one correct way to divide sentences into thought groups. Listen to these examples of some types of words and phrases that are often grouped together in a thought group. The people who are at the party were wearing colorful costumes. Some traditional foods that people eat on this holiday are spicy noodles and grilled fish. Last Halloween, I visited my friend who lives in New York. Listen to the examples. Notice how the sentences are broken into thought groups. The traditions they observe are similar to ours. The food they served was really delicious. The traditional dress she was wearing was beautiful. We really loved the music they were playing at the party. On that holiday, people visit their families and eat traditional foods. The festival that celebrates the autumn harvest is a lot of fun. Now listen and repeat. Click on pause after each sentence. The traditions they observe are similar to ours. The food they served was really delicious. The traditional dress she was wearing was beautiful. We really loved the music they were playing at the party. On that holiday, people visit their families and eat traditional foods. The festival that celebrates the autumn harvest is a lot of fun.
Okay, did you understood the teacher clearly? Then you have cleared that the idea is when the sentence is very long, you divide the sentence into thought groups, okay? 2 or 3 groups to pronounce them correctly. The person who comes for dinner should bring flowers, 3 groups. The man we invited to the party is from Senegal. The song that you were listening to is Fado music from Portugal, 4 groups. The Cherry Blossom Festival is a tradition that people observe in Japan every spring. We have 5 groups, thought groups, okay? Listen to the pronunciation of these groups.
Read and listen. 1,
The person who comes for dinner should bring flowers.
2,
The man we invited to the party is from Senegal.
3,
The song that you were listening to is fado music from Portugal.
4,
The Cherry Blossom Festival is a tradition that people observe in Japan every spring.
Okay.
now listen again and repeat.
The person who comes for dinner should bring flowers.
The person who comes for dinner should bring flowers.
The man we invited to the party is from Senegal.
The man we invited to the party is from Senegal.
The song that you were listening to is fado music from Portugal.
The song that you were listening to is fado music from Portugal.
The Cherry Blossom Festival is a tradition that people observe in Japan every spring.
The Cherry Blossom Festival is a tradition that people observe in Japan every spring. Okay. Practice the pronunciation of those thought groups. And then try to make another conversation, okay, about a different custom or tradition they have in a special day, okay? Remember, someone invites you out for dinner, someone invites you to a party, someone gives you a gift, someone makes a special effort to help you, or any other idea you have to make the conversation here, okay? This is the third video.